The Book of Enoch. 1. The Blessing of Enoch. These are the words of the blessing of Enoch, according to which he blessed the chosen and righteous who must be present on the day of distress, which is appointed, for the removal of all the wicked and impious. And Enoch began his story and said, There was a righteous man whose eyes were opened by the Lord, and he saw a holy vision in the heavens, which the angels showed to me. And I heard everything from them, and I understood what I saw, but not for this generation, but for a distant generation that will come. Concerning the chosen I spoke, and I uttered a parable concerning them. The Holy and Great One will come out of his dwelling. And the eternal God will tread from there upon Mount Sinai, and he will appear with his host, and will appear in the strength of his power from heaven. And all will be afraid, and the watchers will shake, and fear and great trembling will seize them, up to the ends of the earth. And the high mountains will be shaken, and the high hills will be laid low and will melt like wax in a flame. And the earth will sink, and everything that is on the earth will be destroyed, and there will be judgment upon all, and upon all the righteous. But for the righteous, he will make peace, and he will keep safe the chosen, and mercy will be upon them. They will all belong to God, and will prosper and be blessed, and the light of God will shine on them. And behold, he comes with 10,000 holy ones, to execute judgment upon them and to destroy the impious, and to contend with all flesh concerning everything that the sinners and the impious have done and wrought against him. 2. God's laws. Contemplate all the events in the sky, how the lights in the sky do not change their courses, how each rises and sets in order, each at its proper time, and they do not transgress their law. Consider the earth and understand from the work that is done upon it, from the beginning to the end, that no work of God changes as it becomes manifest. Consider the summer and the winter, how the whole earth is full of water and the clouds and dew and rain rest upon it. Contemplate and see how all the trees appear withered and all their leaves are stripped, with the exception of the 14 trees, which are not stripped, which remain with the old leaves until the new come after 2 or 3 years. And, again, contemplate the days of summer, how at its beginning the sun is above it. You seek shelter and shade because of the heat of the sun, and the earth burns with scorching heat, and you cannot tread upon the earth or upon a rock, because of its heat. Contemplate how the trees are covered with green leaves and bear fruit. And understand, in respect of everything, and perceive how he who lives forever made all these things for you. And how his works are before him in each succeeding year, and all his works serve him and do not change, but as God has decreed, so everything is done. And consider how the seas and rivers together complete their tasks. But you have not persevered in, nor observed, the law of the Lord. But you have transgressed and have spoken proud and hard words with your unclean mouth against his majesty. You hard of heart! You will not have peace. And because of this you will curse your days, and the years of your life you will destroy. And the eternal curse will increase and you will not receive mercy. In those days, you will transform your name into an eternal curse to all the righteous. And they will curse you sinners forever. For the chosen, there will be light, joy, and peace, and they will inherit the earth. But for you, the impious, there will be a curse. When wisdom is given to the chosen they will all live, and will not again do wrong, either through forgetfulness, or through pride. But those who possess wisdom will be humble. They will not again do wrong, and they will not be judged in all the days of their life, and they will not die of wrath or anger. But they will complete the number of the days of their life. And their life will grow in peace, and the years of their joy will increase in gladness and eternal peace, all the days of their life. 3. Rebels among the watchers. 6.1 And it came to pass, when the sons of men had increased, that in those days there were born to them fair and beautiful daughters. And the angels, the sons of heaven, saw them and desired them. And they said to one another, Come, let us choose for ourselves wives, from the children of men, and let us beget, for ourselves, children. And Semaiah, who was their leader, said to them, I fear that you may not wish this deed to be done and that I alone will pay for this great sin. And they all answered him, and said, Let us all swear an oath, and bind one another with curses, so not to alter this plan, but to carry out this plan effectively. Then they all swore together and all bound one another with curses to it. And they were, in all, 200, and they came down on Ardus, which is the summit of Mount Hermon. And they called the mountain Hermon because on it they swore and bound one another with curses. And these are the names of their leaders: Semaiah, who was their leader, Urikiba, Ramiel, Kokabiel, Tamiel, Ramiel, Daniel, Ezekiel, Barakiel, Asael, Armaros, Ananel, Zakiel, Samziel, Sothael, Turiel, Yamiel, Araziel. These are the leaders of the 200 angels and of all the others with them. And they took wives for themselves, and every one chose for himself one each. And they began to go into them and were promiscuous with them. And they taught them charms and spells, and they showed them the cutting of roots and trees. And they became pregnant and bore large giants. And their height was 3,000 cubits. These devoured all the toil of men, until men were unable to sustain them. And the giants turned against them in order to devour men. And they began to sin against birds, and against animals, and against reptiles, and against fish, and they devoured one another's flesh, and drank the blood from it. Then the earth complained about the lawless ones. And Azazel taught men to make swords, and daggers, and shields, and breastplates. And he showed them the things after these, and the art of making them, bracelets, and ornaments, and the art of making up the eyes, and of beautifying the eyelids, and the most precious stones, and all kinds of colored dyes. And the world was changed. And there was great impiety, and much fornication, and they went astray, and all their ways became corrupt. Amizrak taught all those who cast spells and cut roots, Armaros the release of spells, and Barakiel astrologers, and Kokabiel portents, and Tamiel taught astrology, and Ashradel taught the path of the moon. And at the destruction of men they cried out, and their voices reached heaven. And then Michael, Gabriel, Suriel, and Uriel, looked down from heaven and saw the mass of blood that was being shed on the earth and all the iniquity that was being done on the earth. And they said to one another, Let the devastated earth cry out with the sound of their cries, up to the gate of heaven. And now to you, O holy ones of heaven, the souls of men complain, saying, Bring our complaint before the Most High. And they said to their Lord, the King, Lord of lords, God of gods, King of kings. Your glorious throne endures for all the generations of the world, and blessed and praised. You have made everything, and power over everything is yours. And everything is uncovered, and open, in front of you, and you see everything, and there is nothing that can be hidden from you. See then what Azazel has done, how he has taught all iniquity on the earth and revealed the eternal secrets that are made in heaven. And Semaiah has made known spells, he to whom you gave authority to rule over those who are with him. And they went into the daughters of men together, lay with those women, became unclean, and revealed to them these sins. And the women bore giants, and thereby the whole earth has been filled with blood and iniquity. And now behold, the souls which have died cry out and complain unto the gate of heaven, and their lament has ascended, and they cannot go out in the face of the iniquity which is being committed on the earth. And you know everything, before it happens, and you know this, and what concerns each of them. But you say nothing to us. What ought we to do with them, about this? 4. The Most High of the Watchers speaks out. And then the Most High, the Great, and Holy One, spoke and sent Arsilalliur to the son of Lamech, and said to him, Say to him in my name, hide yourself. And reveal to him the end, which is coming, because the whole earth will be destroyed. A deluge is about to come on all the earth, and all that is in it will be destroyed. And now teach him so that he may escape and his offspring may survive for the whole earth. And further the Lord said to Raphael, Bind Azazel by his hands and his feet and throw him into the darkness. And split open the desert, which is in Dudale, and throw him there. And throw on him jagged and sharp stones and cover him with darkness. And let him stay there forever. And cover his face so that he may not see the light. And so that, on the great day of judgment, he may be hurled into the fire. And restore the earth which the angels have ruined. And announce the restoration of the earth. For I shall restore the earth so that not all the sons of men shall be destroyed because of the knowledge which the watchers made known and taught to their sons. And the whole earth has been ruined by the teaching of the works of Azazel, and against him write, all sin. And the Lord said to Gabriel, Proceed against the bastards, and the reprobates, and against the sons of the fornicators. And destroy the sons of the fornicators, and the sons of the watchers, from amongst men. And send them out, and send them against one another, and let them destroy themselves in battle, for they will not have length of days. And they will petition you, but the petitioners will gain nothing in respect of them, for they hope for eternal life, and that each of them will live life for 500 years. And the Lord said to Michael, Go, inform Semiaza, and the others with him, who have associated with the women to corrupt themselves with them in all their uncleanness. When all their sons kill each other, and when they see the destruction of their loved ones, bind them for 70 generations, under the hills of the earth, until the day of their judgment and of their consummation, until the judgment, which is for all eternity, is accomplished. And in those days, they will lead them to the abyss of fire, in torment, and in prison they will be shut up for all eternity. And then Semiaza will be burnt, and from then on destroyed with them, together they will be bound until the end of all generations. And destroy all the souls of lust, and the sons of the watchers, for they have wronged men. Destroy all wrong from the face of the earth and every evil work will cease. And now all the righteous will be humble, and will live until they beget thousands. And all the days of their youth, and their Sabbaths, they will fulfill in peace. And in those days the whole earth will be tilled in righteousness and all of it will be planted with trees, and it will be filled with blessing. And all the pleasant trees they will plant on it and they will plant on it vines. And the vine that is planted on it will produce fruit in abundance, and every seed that is sown on it, each measure will produce 1,000, and each measure of olives will produce 10 baths of oil. And you cleanse the earth from all wrong, and from all iniquity, and from all sin, and from all impiety, and from all the uncleanness which is brought about on the earth. And all the sons of men shall be righteous, and all the nations shall serve and bless me and all shall worship me. And the earth will be cleansed from all corruption, and from all sin, and from all wrath, and from all torment, and I will not again send a flood upon it, for all generations, forever. And in those days, I will open the storehouses of blessing, which are in heaven, so that I may send them down upon the earth, upon the work, and upon the toil, of the sons of men. Peace and truth will be united, for all the days of eternity, and for all the generations of eternity. 5. Enoch meets the holy watchers. And then Enoch disappeared and none of the sons of men knew where he was hidden, where he was, or what had happened. And all his doings were with the holy ones, and with the watchers, in his days. And I, Enoch, was blessing the great Lord and the King of eternity. And behold, the watchers called to me, Enoch the scribe, and said to me, Enoch, scribe of righteousness, go and inform the watchers of heaven, who have left the high heaven and the holy eternal place, and have corrupted themselves with women, and have done as the sons of men do, and have taken wives for themselves, and have become completely corrupt on the earth. They will have on earth neither peace nor forgiveness of sin, for they will not rejoice in their sons. The slaughter of their beloved ones they will see, and over the destruction of their sons they will lament and petition forever. But they will have neither mercy nor peace. And Enoch went and said to Azazel, you will not have peace. A severe sentence has come out against you that you should be bound. And you will have neither rest nor mercy, nor the granting of any petitions, because of the wrong which you have taught, and because of all the works of blasphemy and wrong and sin which you have shown to the sons of men. And then I went and spoke to them all together, and they were all afraid, fear and trembling seized them. And they asked me to write out for them the record of a petition, so that they might receive forgiveness, and to take a record of their petition up to the Lord in heaven. For they were not able, from then on, to speak, and they did not raise their eyes to heaven, out of shame for the sins, for which they had been condemned. And then I wrote out the record of their petition, and their supplication in regard to their spirits, and the deeds of each one of them, and in regard to what they asked, that they should obtain absolution and forbearance. And I went and sat down by the waters of Dan, in Dan, which is southwest of Hermon, and I read out the record of their petition, until I fell asleep. And behold, a dream came to me, and visions fell upon me, and I saw a vision of wrath, that I should speak to the sons of heaven and reprove them. And I woke up and went to them, and they were all sitting gathered together as they mourned, in Ubelzeel, which is between Lebanon and Sinir, with their faces covered. And I spoke in front of them all, the visions that I had seen in my sleep, and I began to speak these words to reprove the watchers of heaven. The Book of Reproof. This book is the word of righteousness, and of reproof, for the watchers who are from eternity, as the Holy and Great One commanded in that vision. I saw in my sleep what I will now tell, with the tongue of flesh, and with my breath, which the Great One has given men in the mouth, so that they might speak with it, and understand with the heart. As he has created, and appointed, men to understand the word of knowledge, so he created and appointed me to reprove the watchers, the sons of heaven. And I wrote out your petition, but in my vision, thus it appeared, that your petition would not be granted to you, for all the days of eternity, and complete judgment has been decreed against you, and you will not have peace. And from now on, you will not ascend into heaven, for all eternity, and it has been decreed that you will be bound on earth for all the days of eternity. And before this, you will have seen the destruction of your beloved sons, and you will not be able to enjoy them, but they will fall before you by the sword. And your petition will not be granted in respect of them or in respect of yourselves. And while you weep and supplicate, you do not speak a single word from the writings which I have written. And the vision appeared to me, as follows: Behold, clouds called me in the vision, and mist called me. And the path of the stars, and flashes of lightning, hastened me and drove me. And in the vision winds caused me to fly, and hastened me, and lifted me up into the sky. And I proceeded until I came near a wall which was made of hailstones, and a tongue of fire surrounded it, and it began to make me afraid. And I went into the tongue of fire and came near to a large house, which was built of hailstones, and the wall of that house was like a mosaic of hailstones, and its floor was snow. Its roof was like the path of the stars and flashes of lightning, and among them was fiery cherubim, and their sky was like water. and there was a fire burning around its wall and its door was ablaze with fire. And I went into that house, and it was as hot as fire and as cold as snow, and there was neither pleasure nor life in it. Fear covered me and trembling took hold of me. And as I was shaking and trembling, I fell on my face. And I saw in the vision, and behold, another house which was larger than the former, and all its doors were open before me, and it was built of a tongue of fire. And in everything, it so excelled in glory and splendor and size, so that I am unable to describe to you its glory and its size. And its floor was fire, and above lightning and the path of the stars, and its roof also was a burning fire. And I looked, and I saw in it a high throne, and its appearance was like ice, and its surrounds like the shining sun and the sound of cherubim. And from underneath the high throne there flowed out rivers of fire, so that it was impossible to look at it. And he who is great in glory sat upon it, and his raiment was brighter than the sun, and whiter than any snow. And no angel could enter, and at the appearance of the face of him who is honored and praised, no creature of flesh could look. A sea of fire burnt around him, and a great fire stood in front of him, and none of those around him came near to him. 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him, but he needed no holy counsel. And the holy ones who were near to him did not leave by night or day, and did not depart from him. And until then I had a covering on my face, as I trembled. And the Lord called me with his own mouth, and said to me, Come here, Enoch, to my holy word. And he lifted me up and brought me near to the door. And I looked, with my face down. And he answered me, and said to me with his voice, Hear. Do not be afraid, Enoch, you righteous man, and scribe of righteousness. Come here and hear my voice. And go say to the watchers of heaven, who sent you to petition on their behalf, you ought to petition on behalf of men, not men on behalf of you. Why have you left the high, holy and eternal heaven, and lain with women, and become unclean with the daughters of men, and taken wives for yourselves, and done as the sons of the earth, and begotten giant sons? And you were spiritual, holy, living an eternal life, but you became unclean upon the women, and begot children through the blood of flesh, and lusted after the blood of men, and produced flesh and blood, as they do who die and are destroyed. And for this reason I give men wives, so that they might sow seed in them, and so that children might be born by them, so that deeds might be done on the earth. But you, formerly, were spiritual, living an eternal, immortal life, for all the generations of the world. For this reason I did not arrange wives for you, because the dwelling of the spiritual ones is in heaven. And now, the giants who were born from body and flesh will be called evil spirits on the earth, and on the earth will be their dwelling. And evil spirits came out from their flesh, because from above they were created, from the holy watchers was their origin and first foundation. Evil spirits they will be on earth, and spirits of the evil ones they will be called. And the dwelling of the spirits of heaven is heaven, but the dwelling of the spirits of the earth, who were born on the earth, is earth. And the spirits of the giants do wrong, are corrupt, attack, fight, break on the earth, and cause sorrow. And they eat no food, do not thirst, and are not observed. And these spirits will rise against the sons of men, and against the women, because they came out of them during the days of slaughter and destruction. And the death of the giants, wherever the spirits have gone out from their bodies, their flesh will be destroyed, before the judgment. Thus they will be destroyed until the day of the great consummation is accomplished, upon the great age, upon the watchers and the impious ones. And now to the watchers, who sent you to petition on their behalf, who were formerly in heaven. You were in heaven, but its secrets had not yet been revealed to you, and a worthless mystery you knew. This you made known to women, in the hardness of your hearts. And through this mystery the women and the men cause evil to increase on the earth. Say to them therefore, you will not have peace. Enoch stays for a while with the watchers. And they took me to a place where they were like burning fire, and, when they wished, they made themselves look like men. And they led me to a place of storm, and to a mountain, the tip of whose summit reached to heaven. And I saw lighted places, and thunder in the outermost ends, in its depths a bow of fire, and arrows, and their quivers, and a sword of fire, and all the flashes of lightning. And they took me to the water of life, as it is called, and to the fire of the west, which receives every setting of the sun. And I came to a river of fire, whose fire flows like water, and pours out into the great sea, which is towards the west. And I saw all the great rivers, and I reached the great darkness, and went where all flesh walks. And I saw the mountains of the darkness of winter and the place where the water of all the deeps pours out. And I saw the mouths of all the rivers of the earth, and the mouth of the deep. And I saw the storehouses of all the winds, and I saw how with them he has adorned all creation, and I saw the foundations of the earth. And I saw the cornerstone of the earth. And I saw the four winds which support the earth and the sky. And I saw how the winds stretch out the height of heaven, and how they position themselves between heaven and earth, they are the pillars of heaven. And I saw the winds which turn the sky and cause the disk of the sun and all the stars to set. And I saw the winds on the earth which support the clouds, and I saw the paths of the angels. I saw at the end of the earth, the firmament of heaven above. And I went towards the south, and it was burning day and night, where there were 7 mountains of precious stones, 3 towards the east and 3 towards the south. And those towards the east were of colored stone, and one was of pearl, and one of healing stone, and those towards the south, of red stone. And the middle one reached to heaven, like the throne of the Lord, of stibium, and the top of the throne was of sapphire. And I saw a burning fire, and what was in all the mountains. And I saw a place there, beyond the great earth, there the waters gathered together. And I saw a deep chasm of the earth, with pillars of heavenly fire, and I saw among them fiery pillars of heaven, which were falling, and as regards both height and depth, they were immeasurable. And beyond this chasm, I saw a place, and it had neither the sky above it, nor the foundation of earth below it, there was no water on it, and no birds, but it was a desert place. And a terrible thing I saw there, 7 stars, like great burning mountains. And like a spirit questioning me, the angel said, This is the place of the end of heaven and earth, this is the prison for the stars of heaven and the host of heaven. And the stars which roll over the fire, these are the ones which transgress the command of the Lord, from the beginning of their rising, because they did not come out at their proper times. And he was angry with them, and bound them until the time of the consummation of their sin, in the year of mystery. And Uriel said to me, The spirits of the angels who were promiscuous with women will stand here, and they, assuming many forms, made men unclean and will lead men astray so that they sacrifice to demons as gods. And they will stand there until the great judgment day, on which they will be judged, so that an end will be made of them. And their wives, having led astray the angels of heaven, will become peaceful. And I, Enoch, alone saw the sight, the ends of everything, and no man has seen what I have seen. The angels who keep watch. And these are the names of the holy angels who keep watch. Uriel, one of the holy angels, namely the holy angel of the spirits of men. Raguel, one of the holy angels, who takes vengeance on the world, and on the lights. Michael, one of the holy angels, namely the one put in charge of the best part of humankind, in charge of the nation. Sarachael, one of the holy angels, who is in charge of the spirits of men who cause the spirits to sin. Gabriel, one of the holy angels, who is in charge of the serpents, and the garden, and the cherubim. And I went round to a place where nothing was made. And I saw a terrible thing, neither the high heaven nor the firm ground, but a desert place, prepared and terrible. And there, I saw 7 stars of heaven, bound on it together, like great mountains, and burning like fire. Then I said, For what sin have they been bound, and why have they been thrown here? And Uriel, one of the holy angels, who was with me and led me, spoke to me and said, Enoch, about whom do you ask? About whom do you inquire, ask, and care? These are some of the stars which transgress the command of the Lord Most High, and they have been bound here until 10,000 ages are completed, the number of days of their sin. And from there I went to another place, more terrible than this. And I saw a terrible thing, there was a great fire there, which burnt and blazed. And the place had a cleft reaching into the abyss, full of great pillars of fire, which were made to fall, neither its extent nor its size could I see, nor could I see its source. Then I said, How terrible this place is, and how painful to look at. Then Uriel, one of the holy angels, who was with me, answered me. He answered me and said to me, Enoch, why do you have such fear and terror because of this terrible place, and before this pain? And he said to me, This place is the prison of the angels, and there they will be held forever. And from there, I went to another place, and he showed me in the west a large and high mountain, and a hard rock, and 4 beautiful places. And inside, it was deep, wide, and very smooth. How smooth is that which rolls, and deep and dark to look at? Then Raphael, one of the holy angels who was with me, answered me, and said to me, These beautiful places are there so that the spirits, the souls of the dead, might be gathered into them. For them they were created, so that here they might gather the souls of the sons of men. And these places they made, where they will keep them until the day of judgment, and until their appointed time, and that appointed time will be long, until the great judgment comes upon them. And I saw the spirits of the sons of men who were dead, and their voices reached heaven and complained. Then I asked Raphael, the angel who was with me, and said to him, Whose is this spirit, whose voice thus reaches heaven and complains? And he answered me, and said to me, saying, This spirit is the one that came out of Abel, whom Cain, his brother, killed. And he will complain about him until his offspring are destroyed from the face of the earth, and from amongst the offspring of men, his offspring perish. Then I asked about him, and about judgment on all, and I said, Why is one separated from another? And he answered me, and said to me, These 3 places were made, in order that they might separate the spirits of the dead. And thus the souls of the righteous have been separated, this is the spring of water, and on it the light. Likewise, a place has been created for sinners, when they die, and are buried in the earth, and judgment has not come upon them during their life. And here their souls will be separated for this great torment, until the great day of judgment and punishment and torment for those who curse, forever, and of vengeance on their souls. And there he will bind them forever. Verily, he is, from the beginning of the world. And thus a place has been separated for the souls of those who complain, and give information about their destruction, about when they were killed, in the days of the sinners. Thus a place has been created, for the souls of men who are not righteous, but sinners, accomplished in wrongdoing, and with the wrongdoers will be their lot. But their souls will not be killed on the day of judgment, nor will they rise from here. Then I blessed the Lord of glory, and said, Blessed be my Lord, the Lord of glory and righteousness, who rules everything forever. And from there I went to another place, towards the west, to the ends of the earth. And I saw a fire that burned and ran, without resting or ceasing from running, by day or by night, but continued in exactly the same way. And I asked, saying, What is this which has no rest? Then Raguel, one of the holy angels, who was with me, answered me, and said to me, This burning fire, whose course you saw towards the west, is the fire of all the lights of heaven. The fragrant trees. And from there I went to another place of the earth, and he showed me a mountain of fire that blazed day and night. And I went towards it and saw 7 magnificent mountains. And all were different from one another, and precious and beautiful stones, and all were precious, and their appearance glorious, and their form was beautiful. 3 towards the east, one fixed firmly on another, and 3 towards the south, one on another, and deep and rugged valleys, no one of which was near another. And there was a 7th mountain, in the middle of these, and in their height they were all like the seat of a throne, and fragrant trees surrounded it. And there was among them a tree such as which I have never smelt, and none of them, or any others, were like it. It smells more fragrant than any fragrance, and its leaves, and its flowers, and its wood never wither. Its fruit is good, and its fruit is like bunches of dates on a palm. And then I said, Behold, this beautiful tree. Beautiful to look at, and pleasant are its leaves, and its fruit very delightful in appearance. And then Michael, one of the holy and honored angels, who was with me, and was in charge of them, answered me and said to me, Enoch, why do you ask me about the fragrance of this tree, and why do you inquire to learn? Then I, Enoch, answered him, saying, I wish to learn about everything, but especially about this tree. And he answered me, saying, This high mountain, which you saw, whose summit is like the throne of the Lord, is the throne where the Holy and Great One, the Lord of glory, the eternal King, will sit, when he comes down to visit the earth for good. And this beautiful and fragrant tree, and no creature of flesh has authority to touch it until the great judgment, when he will take vengeance on all and bring everything to a consummation forever. This will be given to the righteous and the humble. From its fruit, life will be given to the chosen. Towards the north it will be planted, in a holy place, by the house of the Lord, the eternal King. Then they will rejoice with joy and be glad in the holy place. They will each draw the fragrance of it into their bones, and they will live a long life on earth, as your fathers lived. And in their days sorrow and pain, and toil and punishment, will not touch them. Then I blessed the Lord of glory, the eternal King, because he has prepared such things for righteous men, and has created such things, and said that they are to be given to them. And from there, I went to the middle of the earth, and saw a blessed, well-watered place, which had branches which remained alive, and sprouted from a tree which had been cut down. And there I saw a holy mountain, and under the mountain, to the east of it, there was water, and it flowed towards the south. And I saw towards the east, another mountain, which was of the same height, and between them, there was a deep and narrow valley, and in it, a stream ran by the mountain. And to the west of this one, was another mountain, which was lower than it was and not high, and under it, there was a valley between them. And there were other deep and dry valleys at the end of the 3 mountains. And all the valleys were deep and narrow, of hard rock, and trees were planted on them. And I was amazed at the rock, and I was amazed at the valley, I was very much amazed. Then I said, What is the purpose of this blessed land, which is completely full of trees, and of this accursed valley in the middle of them? Then Raphael, one of the holy angels who was with me, answered me, and said to me, This accursed valley, is for those who are cursed forever. Here will be gathered together all who speak with their mouths against the Lord, words that are not fitting, and say hard things about his glory. Here they will gather them together, and here will be their place of judgment. And in the last days there will be the spectacle of the righteous judgment upon them, in front of the righteous, forever. For here, the merciful will bless the Lord of glory, the eternal King. And in the days of the judgment on them they will bless him, on account of his mercy, according as he has assigned to them their lot. Then I myself blessed the Lord of glory, I addressed him, and I remembered his majesty, as was fitting. And from there, I went towards the east, to the middle of the mountain of the wilderness, and I saw only desert. But it was full of trees from the seed, and water gushed out over it from above. The torrent, which flowed towards the northwest, seemed copious, and from all sides, there went up spray and mist. And I went to another place, away from the wilderness, I came near to the east of this mountain. And there I saw trees of judgment, especially vessels of the fragrance of incense and myrrh, and the trees were not alike. And above it, above these, above the mountains of the east, and not far away, I saw another place, valleys of water, like that which does not fail. And I saw a beautiful tree, and its fragrance was like that of the mastic. And by the banks of these valleys I saw fragrant cinnamon. And beyond those valleys I came towards the east. And I saw another mountain on which there were trees, and there flowed out water, and there flowed out from it, as it were, a nectar whose name is styrax and galbanum. And beyond this mountain I saw another mountain, and on it there were aloe trees, and those trees were full of a fruit, which is like an almond, and is hard. And when they take this fruit it is better than any fragrance. And after these fragrances, to the north, as I looked over the mountains, I saw 7 mountains full of fine nard, and fragrant trees of cinnamon and pepper. And from there, I went over the summits of those mountains, far away to the east, and I went over the Red Sea, and I was far from it, and I went over the angel Zoshael. And I came to the garden of righteousness, and I saw beyond those trees many large trees growing there, sweet-smelling, large, very beautiful and glorious, the trees of wisdom, from which they eat and know great wisdom. And it is like the carob tree, and its fruit is like bunches of grapes on a vine, very beautiful, and the smell of this tree spreads and penetrates afar. And I said, this tree is beautiful. How beautiful and pleasing is its appearance. And the holy angel Raphael, who was with me, answered me, and said to me, this is the tree of wisdom, from which your ancient father and ancient mother, who were before you, ate and learnt wisdom, and their eyes were opened, and they knew that they were naked. And they were driven from the garden. And from there I went to the ends of the earth, and I saw there large animals, each different from the other, and also birds, which differed in form, beauty, and call, each different from the other. And to the east of these animals, I saw the ends of the earth, on which heaven rests, and the open gates of heaven. And I saw how the stars of heaven come out, and counted the gates out of which they come, and wrote down all their outlets, for each one, individually, according to their number. And their names, according to their constellations, their positions, their times, and their months, as the angel Uriel, who was with me, showed me. And he showed me everything, and wrote it down, and also their names he wrote down for me, and their laws and their functions. And from there I went towards the north, to the ends of the earth, and there I saw a great and glorious wonder at the ends of the whole earth. And there I saw 3 gates of heaven, through each of them north winds go out, when they blow there is cold, hail, hoarfrost, snow, fog, and rain. And from one gate, it blows for good, but when they blow through the other 2 gates, it is with force, and it brings torment over the earth, and they blow with force. And from there I went towards the west, to the ends of the earth, and I saw there, as I saw in the east, 3 open gates, as many gates and as many outlets. And from there I went towards the south, to the ends of the earth, and there I saw 3 gates of heaven open, and the south wind, the mist, and the rain, and wind, come out from there. And from there I went towards the east of the ends of heaven, and there I saw the 3 eastern gates of heaven open, and above them, there were smaller gates. Through each of these smaller gates, the stars of heaven pass, and go towards the west, on the path that has been shown to them. And when I saw, I blessed, and I will always bless the Lord of glory, who has made great and glorious wonders so that he might show the greatness of his work, to his angels, and to the souls of men, so that they might praise his work. And so that all his creatures might see the work of his power, and praise the great work of his hands, and bless him forever. 10. The Book of Methuselah. And after those days my son Methuselah chose a wife for his son Lamech, and she became pregnant by him and bore a son. And his body was white like snow, and red like the flower of a rose, and the hair of his head was white like wool. And his eyes were beautiful, and when he opened his eyes he made the whole house bright, like the sun, so that the whole house was exceptionally bright. And when he was taken from the hand of the midwife he opened his mouth and spoke to the Lord of righteousness. And his father Lamech was afraid of him, and fled, and went to his father Methuselah. And he said to him, I have begotten a strange son, he is not like a man but is like the children of the angels of heaven, of a different type and not like us. And his eyes are like the rays of the sun and his face glorious. And it seems to me that he is not sprung from me but from the angels, and I am afraid that something extraordinary may be done on the earth in his days. And now, my father, I am entreating you and petitioning you, to go to our father Enoch, and learn from him the truth, for his dwelling is with the angels. And when Methuselah heard the words of his son he came to me, at the ends of the earth, for he had heard that I was there. And he cried out, and I heard his voice and went to him. And I said to him, Behold, I am here, my son, for you have come to me. And he answered me, and said, Because of a great matter I have come to you, and because of a disturbing vision, have I come near. And now hear me, my father, for a child has been born to my son Lamech, whose form and type are not like the type of a man. His color is whiter than snow, and redder than the flower of the rose, and the hair of his head is whiter than white wool. And his eyes are like the rays of the sun, and he opened his eyes and made the whole house bright. And he was taken from the hand of the midwife, and he opened his mouth, and blessed the Lord of heaven. And his father Lamech was afraid and fled to me. And he does not believe he is sprung from him but thinks him to be from the angels of heaven. And behold, I have come to you, so that you may make known to me the truth. And I, Enoch, answered and said to him, The Lord will do new things on earth, and this I have already seen in a vision, and made known to you. For in the generation of my father, Jared, some from the height of heaven transgress the word of the Lord. And behold, they commit sin and transgress the law, and have been promiscuous with women, and commit sin with them, and have married some of them, and have begotten children by them. And there will be great destruction over the whole earth, and there will be a deluge, and there will be great destruction for 1 year. But this child, who has been born to you, will be left on the earth, and his 3 sons will be saved with him. When all the men who are on the earth die, he and his sons will be saved. They will beget on the earth giants, not of spirit, but of flesh, and there will be great wrath on earth, and the earth will be cleansed of all corruption. And now make known to your son Lamech that the one who has been born is truly his son. And call his name Noah, for he will be a remnant for you, and he and his sons will be saved from the destruction which is coming on the earth because of all the sin and all the iniquity, which will be committed on the earth in his days. But after this, there will be yet greater iniquity than that which was committed on the earth before. For I know the mysteries of the holy ones, for the Lord showed them to me and made them known to me, and I read them in the tablets of heaven. And I saw written on them, that generation upon generation will do wrong, until a generation of righteousness shall arise, and wrongdoing shall be destroyed, and sin shall depart from the earth, and everything good shall come upon it. And now, my son, go, make known to your son Lamech, that this child that has been born, is truly his son, and this is no lie. And when Methuselah had heard the words of his father Enoch, for he showed him everything which is secret, he returned, having seen him, and called the name of that child Noah, for he will comfort the earth after all the destruction. 11. The Book of Noah. And in those days, Noah saw the earth had tilted and that its destruction was near. And he set off from there and went to the ends of the earth and cried out to his great-grandfather Enoch, and Noah said 3 times in a bitter voice, Hear me, hear me, hear me. And he said to him, Tell me, what is it that is being done on the earth, that the earth is so afflicted and shaken, lest I be destroyed with it? And immediately there was a great disturbance on the earth, and a voice was heard from heaven, and I fell upon my face. And my great-grandfather Enoch came, stood by me, and said to me, Why did you cry out to me, with such bitter crying and weeping? And a command has gone out from the Lord against those who dwell upon the dry ground, that this must be their end. For they have learnt all the secrets of the angels, and all the wrongdoings of the Satans, and all their secret power, and all the power of those who practice magic arts, and the power of enchantments, and the power of those who cast molten images for all the earth. And further, how silver is produced from the dust of the earth, and how soft metal occurs on the earth. For lead and tin are not produced from the earth, like the former, there is a spring which produces them, and an angel who stands in it, and that angel distributes them. And after this, my great-grandfather Enoch took hold of me with his hand, and raised me, and said to me, Go, for I have asked the Lord of spirits about this disturbance on the earth. And he said to me, Because of their iniquity, their judgment has been completed, and they will no longer be counted before me, because of the sorceries they have searched out and learned, the earth and those who dwell upon it will be destroyed. And for these, there will be no place of refuge, forever, for they showed to them what is secret, and they have been condemned, but not so for you, my son. The Lord of spirits knows that you are pure and innocent of this reproach concerning the secrets. And he has established your name among the holy, and will keep you from amongst those who dwell upon the dry ground, and he has destined your offspring in righteousness, to be kings, and for great honors. And from your offspring will flow out a spring of the righteous and holy, without number forever. And after this, he showed me the angels of punishment, who were ready to come and release all the forces of the water, which is under the earth, in order to bring judgment and destruction on all those who reside and dwell upon the dry ground. And the Lord of spirits commanded the angels who were coming out, not to raise their hands, but to keep watch, for those angels were in charge of the forces of the waters. And I came out from before Enoch. And in those days, the word of the Lord came to me, and he said to me, Noah, behold, your lot has come up before me, a lot without reproach, a lot of love and uprightness. And now the angels are making a wooden structure, and when the angels come out from that task, I will put my hand on it, and keep it safe. And a change shall take place so that the dry ground may not remain empty. And I will establish your offspring before me, forever and ever, and I will scatter those who dwell with you, over the face of the dry ground. I will not again put them to the test, on the face of the earth, but they will be blessed and increase on the dry ground in the name of the Lord. And they will shut up those angels, who showed iniquity, in that burning valley, which my great-grandfather Enoch had shown to me previously, in the west, near the mountains of gold and silver and iron and soft metal and tin. And I saw that valley, in which there was a great disturbance, and a heaving of the waters. And when all this happened, from the fiery molten metal, and the disturbance, which disturbed the waters in that place, a smell of sulfur was produced, and it was associated with those waters. And that valley of the angels, who led men astray, burns under the ground. And through the valleys of that same area, flow out rivers of fire where those angels will be punished, who led astray those on the dry ground. And in those days, those waters will serve the kings, and the mighty, and the exalted, and those who dwell upon dry ground, for the healing of soul and body, but also for the punishment of the spirit. And their spirits are so full of lust that they will be punished in their bodies, for they denied the Lord of spirits. And they see their punishment every day, yet they do not believe in his name. And the more their bodies are burnt, the more a change will come over their spirits, for ever and ever, for no one can speak an idle word in front of the Lord of spirits. For judgment will come upon them, for they believe in the lust of their bodies, but deny the Spirit of the Lord. And those same waters will undergo a change in those days, for when those angels are punished in those days, the temperature of those springs of water will change, and when the angels come up, that water of the springs will change, and become cold. And I heard the holy Michael answering and saying, This judgment, with which the angels are judged, is a testimony for the kings and the mighty who possess the dry ground. For these waters of judgment serve for the healing of the bodies of the kings, and for the lust of their bodies, but they do not see, and do not believe, that these waters will change, and will become a fire which burns forever. And after this, my great-grandfather Enoch gave me the explanation of all the secrets, in a book, and the parables that had been given to him, and he put them together for me, in the words of the book of parables. 12. The book of parables. The second vision that he saw, the vision of wisdom, which Enoch, the son of Jared, the son of Malalel, the son of Cainan, the son of Enosh, the son of Seth, the son of Adam, saw. And this is the beginning of the words of wisdom, which I raised my voice to speak, and say. To those who dwell on dry ground, hear, you men of old, and see, those who come after, the words of the Holy One, which I will speak, in front of the Lord of spirits. It would have been better to have said these things before, but from those who come after, we will not withhold the beginning of wisdom. Until now, there has not been given, by the Lord of spirits, such wisdom as I have received. In accordance with my insight, in accordance with the wish of the Lord of spirits, by whom the lot of eternal life has been given to me. And the three parables were imparted to me, and I raised my voice, and said to those who dwell on the dry ground. The first parable. When the community of the righteous appears and the sinners are judged for their sins and are driven from the face of the dry ground. And when the righteous one appears, in front of the chosen righteous, whose works are weighed by the Lord of spirits. And when light appears to the righteous and chosen who dwell on the dry ground. Where will be the dwelling of the sinners? And where will be the resting place of those who denied the Lord of spirits? It would have been better for them, if they had not been born. And when the secrets of the righteous are revealed, the sinners will be judged, and the impious driven from the presence of the righteous and the chosen. And from then on, those who possess the earth will not be mighty and exalted. Nor will they be able to look at the face of the holy ones, for the light of the Lord of the spirits will have appeared on the face of the holy, the righteous, and the chosen. And the mighty kings will at that time be destroyed and given into the hand of the righteous and the holy. And from then on no one will be able to seek the Lord of spirits, for their life will be at an end. And it will come to pass in these days that the chosen and holy children will come down from the high heavens, and their offspring will become one with the sons of men. In those days Enoch received books of indignation and anger and books of tumult and confusion. And there will be no mercy for them, says the Lord of spirits. And at that time clouds and a storm wind carried me off from the face of the earth and set me down at the end of heaven. And there I saw another vision, the dwelling of the righteous and the resting places of the holy. There my eyes saw their dwelling with the angels, and their resting places with the holy ones, and they were petitioning and supplicating and praying, on behalf of the sons of men, and righteousness, like water, flowed in front of them, and mercy like dew on the ground. Thus it is among them forever and ever. And in those days my eyes saw the place of the chosen ones of righteousness and faith, and there will be righteousness in their days, and the righteous and chosen will be without number, in front of him, forever and ever. And I saw their dwelling, under the wings of the Lord of spirits, and all the righteous and chosen shone in front of him, like the light of fire. And their mouths were full of blessing, and their lips praised the name of the Lord of spirits. And righteousness will not fail in front of him, and truth will not fail in front of him. There I wished to dwell, and my soul longed for that dwelling. There had my lot been assigned before, for thus it was decided about me, in front of the Lord of spirits. And in those days I praised and exalted the name of the Lord of spirits, with blessing and praise, for he has destined me for blessing and praise, in accordance with the Lord of spirits. And for a long time my eyes looked at that place, and I blessed him and praised him, saying, Blessed is he, and may he be blessed from the beginning and forever. And in his presence there is no end. He knew before the world was created what the world would be, even for all the generations that are to come. Those who do not sleep bless you, and they stand before your glory, and bless and praise and exalt, saying, Holy, 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 Lord of spirits, he fills the earth with spirits. And there, my eyes saw all those who do not sleep, standing in front of him, and blessing, and saying, Blessed are you, and blessed is the name of the Lord, forever and ever. And my face was transformed until I was unable to see. And after this I saw 1,000 thousands and 10,000 times 10,000. A multitude beyond number, or reckoning, who stood in front of the glory of the Lord of spirits. I looked, and on the four sides of the Lord of spirits, I saw 4 figures, different from those who were standing, and I learnt their names, because the angel who went with me made known their names, and showed me all the secret things. And I heard the voices of those 4 figures as they sang praises in front of the Lord of glory. The first voice blesses the Lord of spirits forever and ever. And the second voice I heard blessing the chosen one and the chosen who depend on the Lord of spirits. And the third voice I heard, petitioned and prayed, on behalf of those who dwell on dry ground and supplicate in the name of the Lord of spirits. And the fourth voice I heard driving away the Satans and not allowing them to come in front of the Lord of spirits to accuse those who dwell on the high ground. And after this I asked the angel of peace, who went with me, and showed me everything which is secret, who are those 4 figures, whom I have seen, and whose words I have heard and written down. And he said to me, This first one, is the holy Michael, the merciful and long-suffering. And the second, who is in charge of all the diseases, and in charge of all the wounds of the sons of men, is Raphael. And the third, who is in charge of all the powers, is the holy Gabriel. And the fourth, who is in charge of repentance and hope of those who will inherit eternal life, is Phanuel. And these are the 4 angels of the Lord Most High, and the 4 voices that I heard in those days. And after this, I saw all the secrets of heaven, and how the kingdom is divided, and how the deeds of men are weighed in the balance. There I saw the dwelling of the chosen, and the resting places of the holy, and my eyes saw there all the sinners who deny the name of the Lord of spirits being driven from there. And they dragged them off, and they were not able to remain, because of the punishment that went out from the Lord of spirits. And there my eyes saw the secrets of the flashes of lightning and of the thunder. And the secrets of the winds, how they are distributed in order to blow over the earth, and the secrets of the clouds, and of the dew, and there I saw from where they go out, in that place. And how, from there, the dust of the earth is saturated. And there I saw closed storehouses from which the winds are distributed, and the storehouse of the hail, and the storehouse of the mist, and the storehouse of the clouds, and its cloud remained over the earth, from the beginning of the world. And I saw the chambers of the sun and the moon, where they go out, and where they return. And their glorious return, and how one is more honored than the other is. And their magnificent course, and how they do not leave their course, neither adding nor subtracting from their course. And how they keep faith in one another, observing their oath. And the sun goes out first, and completes its journey at the command of the Lord of spirits, and his name endures forever and ever. And after this is the hidden, and visible, path of the moon, and it travels the course of its journey, in that place, by day and by night. One stands opposite the other, in front of the Lord of spirits, and they give thanks, and sing praise, and do not rest, because their thanksgiving is like rest to them. For the shining sun makes many revolutions, for a blessing and for a curse. And the path of the journey of the moon is for the righteous light, but for the sinners, darkness. In the name of the Lord, who has created a division between light and darkness, and has divided the spirits of men, and has established the spirits of the righteous, in the name of his righteousness. For no angel hinders, and no power is able to hinder, because the judge sees them all, and judges them all himself. Wisdom found no place where she could dwell, and her dwelling was in heaven. Wisdom went out, in order to dwell among the sons of men, but did not find a dwelling. Wisdom returned to her place, and took her seat in the midst of the angels. And iniquity came out from her chambers, those whom she did not seek she found, and dwelt among them, like rain in the desert, and like dew on the parched ground. And again I saw flashes of lightning and the stars of heaven, and I saw how he called them all by their names, and they obeyed him. And I saw the balance of righteousness, how they are weighed according to their light, according to the width of their areas, and the day of air appearing. And how their revolutions produce lightning, and I saw their revolutions, according to the number of the angels, and how they keep faith with one another. And I asked the angel, who went with me and showed me what is secret, what are these? And he said to me, their likeness, the Lord of spirits has shown to you. These are the names of the righteous who dwell on the dry ground and believe in the name of the Lord of spirits forever and ever. And other things I saw concerning lightning, how some of the stars rise and become lightning but cannot lose their form. The second parable. And this is the second parable. About those who deny the name of the dwelling of the holy ones and of the Lord of spirits. They will not ascend into heaven, nor will they come upon the earth. Such will be the lot of the sinners who deny the name of the Lord of spirits, who will thus be kept for the day of affliction and distress. On that day the chosen one will sit on the throne of glory and will choose their works. And their resting places will be without number, and their spirits within them will grow strong when they see my chosen one and those who appeal to my holy and glorious name. And on that day I will cause my chosen one to dwell among them, and I will transform heaven and make it an eternal blessing and light. And I will transform the dry ground and make it a blessing, and I will cause my chosen ones to dwell upon it, but those who commit sin and evil will not tread upon it. For I have seen, and have satisfied with peace, my righteous ones, and have placed them in front of me, but for the sinners my judgment draws near, so that I may destroy them from the face of the earth. And there I saw one who had a head of days, and his head was white like wool. And with him there was another whose face had the appearance of a man, and his face was full of grace like one of the holy angels. And I asked one of the holy angels, who went with me and showed me all the secrets, about that Son of Man, who he was, and from where he was, and why he went with the head of days. And he answered me, and said to me, This is the Son of Man who has righteousness and with whom righteousness dwells. He will reveal all the treasures of that which is secret, for the Lord of spirits has chosen him, and through uprightness his lot has surpassed all others, in front of the Lord of spirits, forever. And this Son of Man, who you have seen, will rouse the kings and the powerful from their resting places, and the strong from their thrones, and will loose the reins of the strong, and will break the teeth of the sinners. And he will cast down the kings from their thrones, and from their kingdoms, for they do not exalt him, and do not praise him, and do not humbly acknowledge from where their kingdom was given to them. And he will cast down the faces of the strong, and shame will fill them, and darkness will be their dwelling, and worms will be their resting place. And they will have no hope of rising from their resting places, for they do not exalt the name of the Lord of spirits. And these are they who judge the stars of heaven, and raise their hands against the Most High, and trample upon the dry ground, and dwell upon it. And all their deeds show iniquity, and their power rests on their riches, and their faith is in their gods that they have made with their hands, and they deny the name of the Lord of spirits. And they will be driven from the houses of his congregation, and of the faithful, who depend on the name of the Lord of spirits. And in those days, the prayer of the righteous, and the blood of the righteous will have ascended from the earth in front of the Lord of spirits. In these days the holy ones who live in heaven above will unite with one voice, and supplicate, and pray, and praise, and give thanks, and bless, in the name of the Lord of spirits. Because of the blood of the righteous that has been poured out. And because of the prayer of the righteous, so that it may not cease in front of the Lord of spirits, so that justice might be done to them, and that their patience may not have to last forever. And in those days, I saw the head of days sit down on the throne of his glory, and the books of the living were opened in front of him, and all his host, which dwell in the heavens above, and his council were standing in front of him. And the hearts of the holy ones were full of joy that the number of righteousness had been reached, and the prayer of the righteous had been heard, and the blood of the righteous had not been required in front of the Lord of spirits. And in that place I saw an inexhaustible spring of righteousness, and many springs of wisdom surrounded it, and all the thirsty drank from them and were filled with wisdom, and their dwelling was with the righteous and the holy and the chosen. And at that hour that Son of Man was named, in the presence of the Lord of spirits, and his name brought to the head of days. Even before the sun and the constellations were created, before the stars of heaven were made, his name was named in front of the Lord of spirits. He will be a staff to the righteous and the holy, so that they may lean on him and not fall, and he will be the light of the nations, and he will be the hope of those who grieve in their hearts. All those who dwell upon the dry ground will fall down and worship in front of him, and they will bless, and praise, and celebrate with psalms, the name of the Lord of spirits. And because of this he was chosen, and hidden in front of him, before the world was created, and forever. But the wisdom of the Lord of spirits has revealed him to the holy and the righteous, for he has kept safe the lot of the righteous, for they have hated and rejected this world of iniquity. And all its works and its ways they have hated in the name of the Lord of spirits. For in his name they are saved, and he is the one who will require their lives. And in those days the kings of the earth, and the strong who possess the dry ground, will have downcast faces because of the works of their hands, for on the day of their distress and trouble they will not save themselves. And I will give them into the hands of my chosen ones, like straw in the fire, and like lead in water, so they will burn in front of the righteous, and sink in front of the holy, and no trace will be found of them. And on the day of their trouble there will be rest on the earth, and they will fall down in front of him and will not rise. And there will be no one who will take them with his hands and raise them, for they denied the Lord of spirits and his Messiah. May the name of the Lord of spirits be blessed. For wisdom has been poured out like water, and glory will not fail in front of him forever and ever. For he is powerful in all the secrets of righteousness, and iniquity will pass away like a shadow, and will have no existence, for the chosen one stands in front of the Lord of spirits, and his glory is forever and ever, and his power for all generations. And in him dwell the spirit of wisdom, and the spirit that gives understanding, and the spirit of knowledge and of power, and the spirit of those who sleep in righteousness. And he will judge the things that are secret, and no one will be able to say an idle word in front of him, for he has been chosen in front of the Lord of spirits, in accordance with his wish. And in those days a change will occur for the holy and the chosen, the light of days will rest upon them, and glory and honor will return to the holy. And on the day of trouble, calamity will be heaped up over the sinners, but the righteous will conquer in the name of the Lord of spirits, and he will show this to others so that they might repent and abandon the works of their hands. And they will have no honor in front of the Lord of spirits, but in his name they will be saved, and the Lord of spirits will have mercy on them, for his mercy is great. And he is righteous in his judgment, and in front of his glory iniquity will not be able to stand against his judgment. He who does not repent will be destroyed. And from then on I will not have mercy on them, says the Lord of spirits. And in those days the earth will return that which has been entrusted to it, and Sheol will return that which has been entrusted to it and that which it has received. And destruction will return what it owes. And he will choose the righteous and the holy from among them, for the day has come near when they must be saved. And in those days, the chosen one will sit on his throne, and all the secrets of wisdom will flow out from the counsel of his mouth, for the Lord of spirits has appointed him and glorified him. And in those days the mountains will leap like rams, and the hills will skip like lambs satisfied with milk, and all will become angels in heaven. Their faces will shine with joy, for in those days the chosen one will have risen, and the earth will rejoice. And the righteous will dwell upon it, and the chosen will walk upon it. And after those days, in that place where I had seen all the visions of that which is secret, for I had been carried off by a whirlwind, and they had brought me to the west. There my eyes saw the secrets of heaven, everything that will occur on earth, a mountain of iron, and a mountain of copper, and a mountain of silver, and a mountain of gold, and a mountain of soft metal, and a mountain of lead. And I asked the angel who went with me, saying, What are these things which I have seen in secret? And he said to me, All these things which you have seen serve the authority of his Messiah, so that he may be strong and powerful on the earth. And that angel of peace answered me, saying, Wait a little and you will see, and everything which is secret, which the Lord of spirits has established, will be revealed to you. And these mountains, that you have seen, the mountain of iron, and the mountain of copper, and the mountain of silver, and the mountain of gold, and the mountain of soft metal, and the mountain of lead. All these in front of the chosen one will be like wax before fire, and like the water that comes down from above onto these mountains they will be weak under his feet. And it will come to pass in those days, that neither by gold, nor by silver, will men save themselves, they will be unable to save themselves, or to flee. And there will be neither iron for war nor material for a breastplate, bronze will be no use, and tin will be of no use and will count for nothing, and lead will not be wanted. All these will be wiped out and destroyed from the face of the earth when the chosen one appears in front of the Lord of spirits. And there my eyes saw a deep valley, and its mouth was open, and all those who dwell upon dry ground and the sea and the islands will bring gifts and presents and offerings to him, but that deep valley will not become full. And their hands commit evil, and everything at which the righteous toil the sinners evilly devour, and so the sinners will be destroyed from in front of the Lord of spirits, and will be banished from the face of his earth, unceasingly forever and ever. For I saw the angels of punishment going and preparing all the instruments of Satan. And I asked the angel of peace, who went with me, and I said to him, These instruments, for whom are they preparing them? And he said to me, They are preparing these for the kings and the powerful of this earth, so that by means of them they may be destroyed. And after this the righteous and chosen one will cause the house of his congregation to appear. From then on, in the name of the Lord of spirits, they will not be hindered. And in front of him these mountains will not be firm like the earth, and the hills will be like a spring of water, and the righteous will have rest from the ill treatment of the sinners. And I looked, and turned to another part of the earth, and I saw there a deep valley with burning fire. And they brought the kings and powerful and threw them into that valley. And there my eyes saw how they made instruments for them, iron chains of immeasurable weight. And I asked the angel of peace, who went with me, saying, These chain instruments, for whom are they being prepared? And he said to me, These are being prepared for the hosts of Azazel, so that they may take them, and throw them into the lowest part of hell, and they will cover their jaws with rough stones, as the Lord of spirits commanded. And Michael and Gabriel, Raphael, and Phanuel, these will take hold of them on that great day, and throw them, on that day, into the furnace of burning fire, so that the Lord of spirits may take vengeance on them for their iniquity, in that they became servants of Satan, and led astray those who dwell upon the dry ground. And in those days, the punishment of the Lord of spirits will go out, and all the storehouses of the waters which are above the sky and under the earth, will be opened. And all the waters will be joined with the waters that are above the sky. The water that is above the sky is male, and the water that is under the earth is female. And all those who dwell upon the dry ground, and those who dwell under the ends of heaven, will be wiped out. And because of this they will acknowledge their iniquity which they have committed on the earth, and through this they will be destroyed. And after this, the head of days repented, and said, I have destroyed to no purpose all those who dwell upon the dry ground. And he swore by his great name, From now on I will not act like this towards all those who dwell upon the dry ground. And I will put a sign in heaven, and it will be a pledge of faith between me and them forever, so long as heaven is above the earth. And this will be in accordance with my command. When I want to take hold of them with the hands of the angels, on the day of distress and pain, in the face of my anger and my wrath and anger will remain upon them, says the Lord of spirits. You powerful kings who dwell upon the dry ground will be obliged to watch my chosen one sit down on the throne of my glory, and judge, in the name of the Lord of spirits, Azazel, and all his associates and all his hosts. And I saw there the hosts of the angels of punishment, as they went, and they were holding chains of iron and bronze. And I asked the angel of peace, who went with me, saying, To whom are those who are holding the chains going? And he said to me, Each to his own chosen ones, and to their beloved ones, so that they may be thrown into the chasm, in the depths of the valley. And then, that valley will be filled with their chosen and beloved ones, and the days of their life will be at an end, and the days of their leading astray will no longer be counted. And in those days, the angels will gather together, and will throw themselves towards the east, upon the Parthians and Medes. They will stir up the kings so that a disturbing spirit will come upon them, and they will drive them from their thrones, and they will come out like lions from their lairs, and like hungry wolves in the middle of their flocks. And they will go up and trample on the land of my chosen ones, and the land of my chosen ones will become before them a tramping ground and a beaten track. But the city of my righteous ones will be a hindrance to their horses, and they will stir up slaughter amongst themselves, and their own right hand will be strong against them. And a man will not admit to knowing his neighbor, or his brother, nor a son his father, or his mother, until, through their death, there are corpses enough, and their punishment, it will not be in vain. And in those days Sheol will open its mouth and they will sink into it, and their destruction, Sheol will swallow up the sinners in front of the faces of the chosen. And it came to pass, after this, that I saw another host of chariots with men riding on them, and they came upon the wind from the east and from the west, to the south. And the sound of the noise of their chariots was heard. And when this occurred, the holy ones observed it from heaven, and the pillars of the earth were shaken from their foundations. And the sound was heard from the ends of the earth to the ends of heaven throughout one day. And all will fall down and worship the Lord of spirits. And this is the end of the second parable. The third parable.